So I ended up, after everything, I had sold JobsForFelons Hub for $500,000 on Flippa. I also think that there's an element of you create your own luck to anybody that's able to do what I've been able to do, because I was just like every other online entrepreneur, or at least you're given a mentality and an opportunity to go take advantage of that luck, and if you work hard, you can get that luck. My name is Ron Stefanski, and I manage an entire portfolio of websites, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Since 2014, I left my full-time job, got really tired of the 9-to-5 thing and just listened to a boss. It was just years and years and years of corporate. Took a big risk and was able to get a website that I eventually sold on Flippa. It was just kind of a part-time side gig, and it just ended up, there was some luck there. It ended up going viral on Facebook. That was actually how my site really started. There was a Facebook community, or Facebook group at the time, and I had asked, can I post this, like my website, can I post this as a resource here, just to share with the people who need it? I did, and then it went viral. So that's luck. That was some luck there. JobsForFelons Hub was the site. It's been rebranded now by the new owner and everything. It was something that I always wanted to do, and I always thought websites were a great business model because there's such a low startup cost. And I mean, realistically, it can make you as busy as you want. You can work 80 hours a week, you can work 10 hours a week. It depends on what you want. Just need an internet and laptop. So I had known about Flippa for years. I previously sold a small site for about $18,000. And this is being very frank, I was blown away because there was a lot of hands-on help. People had calls with me explaining like, okay, here's your asset, here's what you should probably do, here's how you should list it, here's how much. And they really helped me with valuation and everything. And it actually went over what my expectation was when I tried to sell it. So there's a very large and investor buying pool there. I was very happy with it. I'll be using it again when I sell another site. So my father had gotten remarried, and one of her kids had a drug problem, and due to this, he had multiple felonies on his record, and he really did a good job of, cleaning himself up and everything. He was like, hey, is there any way that you can help me try to maybe find a job? And I've always kind of had a knack. I've always done well in the job market. So I was looking and I saw there was like 5 different sites out there that were doing this, but they just were not doing a very good job of it. I thought like, this data can be organized better. Like, it all started with a list of companies that is willing to hire those who have a felony on their record. It started as that, kind of shared the list around. It went crazy. I was getting organic traffic, all this stuff, and I was like, I'm onto something here. So then after that, I developed an email list and then just asked people, what else do you need? And that led to housing for felons, reentry programs, voting rights, all these different things that I didn't know anything about. But yeah, completely built from scratch. So I ended up, after everything, I had sold JobsForFelons Hub for $500,000 on Flippa. I would definitely say, and there's due diligence that needs to be done with any site, obviously, with any business. I think that buying a site that's already established, even if it's smaller, bigger even better, but even if it's smaller, just something that's already proven, already works, and now it's like, okay, let's just pour some gasoline on the fire. What I've realized is I am an opportunist, and if I see a hole in a market, I will go and attack it, and I'm ferociously competitive. I don't wish any personal bad things on any competitors, but I am there to win when I enter a niche, and I'm fiercely competitive with that. This big exit that I was able to have was definitely life-changing. I have no problem stating that. I don't need to be a multi-billionaire. I just don't want to stress about my next paycheck or how are we going to pay for this. And now we're comfortable. We're finally comfortable. So yeah, that's probably the best thing it could have given me.